Good day, everybody. Welcome back to Dallar's Squealing Tactics. May the 4th be with you. I'm about, I don't know, 16 hours late on recording this video due to a friend's 41st birthday party. So in this video, we're going to go over this week in Eternal Evolution. We're going to go over the very limited patch notes and update for May the 5th. Briefly discuss what happened in the week that was in Eternal Evolution, and then briefly discuss the week that is, because there's not a whole lot to talk about. So if we want to discuss the week that was, the previous week, let's go to the banners first. So the Dominic banner, which is the full cycle banner, or the 2-week banner, is still up, so it's halfway through. Thoughts on Dominic? He's really good. At X20, he's good, but Rickert's better. At X30, he actually outperforms Rickert. So I would really say that him and Rickert are a dynamic duo. They don't have to work with each other to work. It's just that Rickert needs other assassins to fuel his kit, and Dominic needs critical hits on his shuriken to fuel his damage. So him and Rickert really pair nicely together. Bailey's kind of the third wheel in this trifecta. I know a lot of people are poo-pooing on Bailey lately. I know a lot of people are excited that his banner is finally up. We finally got a banner. We'll discuss that later. Compared to Dom and Rickert, Bailey is kind of doo-doo. To put it kind of bluntly, but he's still a good damage character. He can still dish out damage. Just people forget Bailey's damage in comparison to the other damage dealers. Now I know we got people like Nord and stuff that just blow him out of the water, but I'd say that these three assassins actually go quite well together. So it is kind of cool that we got both of them up at once. So the Dominic banner, that's Dominic. He is really good, except assassins in general don't have a big place in this game other than the new Terradome X123, the Idar boss in the Catosian Triangle, and then the Whale boss in Guild Hunt. They absolutely excel in those areas of the game, like just perfect. And they do like to, or the developers do like to put in holiday events that require hunters and assassins, and I can imagine that we're going to get some more of those going forward, given that Dominic is a brand new shiny SSS character and they want you to go out and pursue him. So overall grade, he is very nice, but he's not a must-have. Okay, so that's pretty much the week that was. With him, we also got the Gamuzzo's Bell. The Gamuzzo's Bell is now gone because I'm late. So that's pretty much the week that was. The developers and the people that are associated with us in the CC program were all gone on holiday this last week for May Day. And as such, we got very little communication between the CCs in the program and the dev team, and between the community and the dev team. So much so that we did not get our patch notes until, usually we get them very early Wednesday morning. We didn't get them until very early Thursday morning, which is odd. But they did, the mods in the Discord did give us some heads up on what was coming. We knew that, and this is getting into the week that is, we knew that we were getting a Giant Tower event with Bailey, which is actually quite cool. So for 60 tickets, and this is also on with a recruitment event. So I know as a CC and a spender, I didn't really have to wait for this. I tend to wait until I have 500 advanced tickets, or 500? I was usually waiting until 900 actually on my main account, but on my free-to-play accounts, I pull at 500. Given that this is the big juicy reward and the red runes are nice. So if you held on to your limited tickets, you're going to be rewarded because if you're probably going to want to pull 60 on Dom to get one copy, and you're probably going to want to pull 60 on Bailey to get one copy, So at 120 tickets pulled with a Return to Giant Tower, you're going to basically get a freebie. You're going to get a Dom and 2 Baileys, right? And then with the remainder, I would probably put into this, right? I personally, unless you're a really high spender, I don't pursue level 2 and 3. Just it costs too much. And resources are very... they're not that plentiful that you, especially as a free-to-play or a light spender, can go for this. As a medium spender, still don't go for 2 or 3. But this is really cool. It is nice that you can... You know, they had Rickert at the last Giant Tower 2 weeks ago. So I know I took advantage of that and got the extra free copy. Now with Dom out and now with Bailey out, which I don't know if I've said it, but we've never, ever had a Bailey banner. So it is kind of unprecedented. I am calling this his global release banner, even though it's not a 2-week banner. You got to wonder what's coming down the pipe if they're pushing Assassins this hard. We could just say that it was just for Terradome, which it could be. Now, you know, they gave you the problem, and now they're trying to sell you the solution to that puzzle, which is probably most likely the case. So maybe saying that out loud, I probably wouldn't dive too deeply into what could be coming. I think that we've got what's coming for Assassins, and now they're giving us all the opportunities to go get it. Unfortunately, the Rickert stuff, we didn't know what was coming when the Rickert Giant Tower was out, but you kind of got to take advantage of the Giant Towers when they come, if you are able. And I wouldn't say go broke, like me on this account. I only have 52 limited tickets, so I will not be pursuing Bailey this time around. I'm probably not even going to get the pity copy because I have to save tickets for what's coming next week. If we look at my heroes, you'll see I got my Rickert good already on this account. Bailey's actually legendary, 0. And for what I need him for, he's good there. I'm focused on characters like, I'm currently focused on Pandemonium, who's much more important in my account. So we got a Bailey banner, or finally got a Bailey banner. So that's what's going on this week. Elite Chapter is still up for it's a 2-week event. So if you guys didn't know, this is up. I really, really hope that you've been logging in every day and collecting your tickets for this, because you only get the day to get your 5 tickets from here unless you want to purchase them with real money. And the rewards are Panda, and I'd say Panda is a very important hero in this game for PvE and PvP. He is the absolute linchpin to making a tank team. Without him, your tank team don't work. It just does not work. So only spend your meteorites on Panda, and I recommend saving. You see, I already got 1, and I'm going to get another, what am we here, 10, 20, 30. So I will be short. I'll be at 55, which means I'll get 2 of whatever comes next. What else? We also, Rise of Heroes is also ongoing, ladies and gentlemen. Rise of Heroes with Vegnus. Vegnus hasn't been tested fully. On paper, he looks really, really good. I think he's going to be really, really good for new players. Some people do have him immortal yet. I do not, since I like to, in the raffle shop, I will not proceed forward. As you see, I can reset this prize pool right now for more Vegnus shards. I do not proceed forward until I have all of the gene hybrids available up. Gene hybrids are much more rare than shards for an elite hero. So I do not have him immortal yet on any of my accounts. So I cannot do the testing. But on paper, he looks really, really good in an energy team or a tank team. Whatever team you need more help with at the time being. It's probably going to be for 95% of the player base. It's going to be tank teams, because it's going to be easier to build the tank team than the energy team, knowing that the energy team requires Miranda X30, Luke X30, Nord X30, right? So tanks are easy. You just need Panda and then your elite tanks. So very, very good team. Very, very good all-around team for a lot of content. So this is ongoing as well. Now, let's actually look at the patch notes, because it's not going to take us long. So this came out, I don't know when this came out, but the update came out at 4 p.m., May 3rd. May 3rd. No. No. It was not May 3rd. It was May 5th. That's really weird. You guys screw up your dates. So, what are they giving us? This is the smallest patch we've ever received. But new limited recruitment being Bailey, Oak, and Taylor. Oak and Taylor, all three of those characters, really, really good. Really, really good. 7-day event, because it's a mid-cycle event, or mid-cycle banner. And then we're getting the Return to Giant Tower with Bailey as the reward. Very, very awesome that we can double up on Bailey shards. Bailey used to be the hardest character to get in the game. He was locked behind a paywall, and now they're just giving him away for essentially not free, but they're making him much more accessible to free-to-play players, which is nice, you know, because he is a day one character. It makes sense that he doesn't have to be paywalled, given that he's been outshined. And then new Quantum Mimic Machine is coming out now. This is interesting. It is Mazrani copies with the Horn of Healing. We'll touch on that after this, but. And then we're getting the Hero Rally. I don't know why they had announced that. We all knew Hero Rally was coming. So Quantum Mimic. I think it's really interesting that they're putting Mazrani as the reward. And people might think that that's kind of way out of left field. Now, shield your eyes. I'm going to pull up a spreadsheet here. Because I've been doing some digging and some sleuthing and some investigative reporting into banner rotations. So, and I want to highlight on this one right here. Actually, I got to zoom in more so you can see it. Let's go 200. Okay, here we go. So, Mazrani, oddly enough, it's funny because Bailey was up here and he had never had a banner. Officially never had a banner. Ever. Mazrani, obviously he is a week 4 banner for new players. But he has never had a return banner, whereas Emma, Skur, Luke, Crete, Ravenna, Zyda, Daniel, and Azina have. Right? So Emma, Luke, Crete, Ravenna, Zeta, Daniel, and Azina are all starter banner characters. They are in the rotation. Skur is not. Skur is kind of the odd man out. But Mazrani, at least we've gotten Skur banners back. We have never officially had a Mazrani banner outside of the first 4-week rotation. But, now if we scroll up here, this is the shop. Heroes in green. It does appear, since I've been tracking it for 3 weeks, but it does appear that the heroes in green for these ones right here that I got highlighted are permanent shop characters. Meaning, I don't think we're ever going to see another banner for them again. They just physically can't. There are too many characters that we need banners for. I'm going to do another whole video on this, but that's why I think it's interesting that they are giving people a chance, or another chance, to get a Mazrani copy, which is good because other than that, you got to purchase him for 120 chips. So this is at least an RNG chance for people to get him for free, because if you play the first 4-week rotation correctly, you should, or it is possible for you to get an Immortal Mazrani. But more than likely, you're going to have him at like a Legendary +1, I do believe. So at least this way, it gives you a chance, without spending Gene Hybrids, just to get a free another copy. Get him that much closer, because he's one hero that all you need him to add is Immortal, and he's good. He's good to go. So that is it. Very quiet. Summon Arena just ended. Let's collect that. So Summon Arena just ended. I got my payout. If we go look at the Summit round, you see I made it to top 8 this month, which top 8's good. I prefer top 4 because then I'm in the banner, right? The Hall of Glory. As you see there, I am right there. For season 2, it's even though it's not season 2, it was season 4. They screwed up. See S4, there's a little S4 there, whereas this is S3, S2, right? This is actually by month, right? This, when you look at this over here, that's by month. So this is April. Yeah, so this was supposed to be April because they were a week behind. Season 4, really. 4 being the month, 4th month. But it is technically the 6th iteration of Summon Arena. I did not make it 4th, but this is why I want to make it 4th, just because then you're on the banner here, right? You're on the pretty shinies. So that's over. That's done. I got my Gene Hybrid. You know, really all that matters is making the summit and getting the Gene Hybrid. So I got 2 of these, which I got to save because you want to save these for prototypes. I got my red runes, so got all the good stuff. So that's done. That's over. So we're kind of in a lull right now, to be honest. A little bit of a lull. Not a whole lot extra going on. I think everybody's kind of waiting. I'm actually really excited for Twilight Lands to come back around again. I really do like Twilight Lands, but that's gonna be next week after Rise of Heroes ends. So, ladies and gentlemen, enjoy this week. Go for Bailey or don't. It's up to you. I think he is still worthy of at least 1 copy, but in this case, 2 copies. Spend that extra limited ticket, 20 limited tickets to get him in the Giant Tower, and enjoy the game. I'm not all doom and gloom. The fact that this was a little bit of a hiccup in dev communication. I don't know how important the May Day week-long holiday is for the Chinese culture, but I'm assuming I'm not going to hold it against them. As I said, they were bright and early this morning back in the office talking to us in our creator program Discord. So welcome back, guys. Hope you enjoyed your holiday. You deserve it. Let's get back to pumping out some cool content now, okay? Okay, so hope you enjoyed this, everybody. Enjoy the game. Enjoy your week. May the 4th be with you. Catch you in the next one. Cheers. Peace. Bye-bye.